The town of Ballarat has copped more than enough this year. Bushfires, the disappearance of Samantha Murphy, and now a mine collapse. Just 2 hours from the end of their shift, a catastrophic accident. An adored young dad losing his life as another miner fights for his.
A miner and father of 2 little kids who'll never see their dad again. 37-year-old Kurt Horrigan was working 5 hours away from his home in Victoria's gold rush town of Ballarat when rocks collapsed 500 metres below ground and 3 kilometres from this mine's entrance. A second miner, aged 21, is tonight fighting for his life in hospital. Another 29 miners working deep in these tunnels yesterday afternoon managed to make it to an underground safety pod similar to this one. Questions are now turning to how this could happen. A controversial drilling technique known as air-legging was being used inside the mine. It's where miners use a large hand-operated drill filled with compressed air. The mine's former senior safety manager, who was let go this year, told A Current Affair the technique is extremely risky, only commencing when new management recently took over the mine. Last year, the mine's previous operator, Golden Point Group, went belly up. Victory Minerals stepped in along with new management. Company insiders claim that's when problems began at the mine. After multiple staff allegedly raised safety concerns, the senior safety manager was made redundant. In a statement, the company expressed its sympathies to the miners' families and said the responsibilities of the redundant safety manager were transferred to another staffer. Depending on the outcome of the investigation, the mining company could face charges of industrial manslaughter.
Well, Ronnie Hayden from the Australian Workers Union joins me now. Ronnie, we have a dad who's never tucking his 2 young kids into bed again. Another miner, only 21, fighting for his life. What do you even say?
What can you say? I'm a dad of 5, and devastating to even think about a dad not coming home. Devastating to think about those 2 kids at home still waiting for dad. There's not much you can say in that.
They're only 2 hours from finishing their shift, Ronnie. I know there's still a lengthy investigation to come, but what are your thoughts on this drilling technique they were using, air-legging?
It should never have happened. They should never be using this drilling technique. There's a reason they stopped doing it about 8 years ago on this mine, because it's unsafe. It just should have never have happened. They're going back to a stage where they might as well have given them a shovel and a pick.
So do you have any idea then, if they stopped using it 8 years ago, why they started again at the beginning of this year?
Quick and easy, cheap. Just that simple. It shouldn't have been there. The fact that it hadn't been used for so long, the fact that the senior safety officer on site had said the same thing, and then they just so happened to make him redundant and continue on with what we say is unsafe work practices.
There seems to be a few issues that have come to light since this accident. Before this disaster, had you heard of any safety concerns at this mine?
Yeah, so our organisers have been out of this mine quite frequently, going back as far as 21. WorkSafe, we called WorkSafe out onto the site because some of our members were being forced to work under unsupported ground. Our members have been contacting us frequently over the last couple of years about safety concerns, and our organisers are always out there trying to resolve them.
You now have one person is dead, another critical. What do you want to see happen to the company, Ronnie?
I want to see the person responsible go to jail. I'm sick to death of the fact that we introduced laws in Victoria for industrial manslaughter. Since the laws have been introduced, we've had 169 workers killed on the job. One prosecution for that. And even at that, there was a fine and community service. It's just not good enough.
Okay, so you've had 169 people die at work since 2020 in Victoria. Not a single person has been jailed. What is the point of these tough new laws if they don't have any spine?
Well, there is no point. And that's why we're calling for it now. That's why we're saying enough is enough. We need to start holding bosses accountable for not looking after their workers. If a boss instructs a worker to do a job that is unsafe and that worker dies as a result of that, that boss should go to jail.
In your opinion, and I know it's very early, was this disaster preventable?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Firstly, they shouldn't have been using the air leg. If you eliminate the air leg, this wasn't happening. It shouldn't have happened. It was absolutely preventable.
And how do you feel when you get the call and you hear that one of your union members has lost his life and another is critical?
Angry. Firstly, devastated. Devastated for the loss of life, but then angry. Last night was more along that devastation part of it, but today, waking up today, realising that this is it. I'm angry, our organisers are angry, our members are angry.
And I get the feeling you're not going to rest till you get answers and a result.
Someone's going to jail. Someone is going to jail. We will not sit back. We will not rest. And we have the entire union movement behind us. The support that's flooded in from all the other unions around the state, around the country. It will not just be the Australian Workers Union that don't rest on this one. The entire union movement are behind this.
And Ronnie, I just think about the families and who are suffering so much. And you look at some of the comments that have been posted online today. You've got things like, "Mad dog, still can't believe you're gone. You were the best mate I could have asked for. Our brother, our son Kurt, we are so broken here without you. When we go home, we should all go home safely." So many feeling this loss so heavily. And I just want to say, Ronnie, our thoughts are with Kurt's family, his colleagues still in hospital and all of their workmates. We appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Such a sad day.